to my podcast where we're healing from family ties, trauma, and taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. I do appreciate you if you're my first time viewer or you are a viewer that is the frequent viewer. If this is your first time, you haven't tuned into my first 11 videos for season 1, I hope that you go back, get caught up with them, and that I am a continuous light to you during this healing process. Today we call Wednesday Wise Birthday Wednesday, whatever we're talking about, whatever area we're healing from. And today we're going to be talking about a damaged area, and that damaged area is our heart. How does it affect us in our healing process, and what emotions do we face during a damaged heart? Someone's going to be asking me questions. We're going to dig deep, and I just hope that this episode helps you out.
So, first question. Since we're talking about matters of the heart, what was it that really had you in an emotional state?
So what had me in an emotional state was I was emotional about not being in my emotions. Like I wasn't in tune with my emotions. And not being in tune with your emotions, you can't control them. You know what I mean? And once you're in a place where you can't control your emotions, you say things that you don't need to say, or you feel things that are misplaced in certain areas of your life. And then when I said I didn't have any emotions, because all of my emotions was bottled up. You know what I mean, guys? Like my emotions was in this jar, sealed so tight. It was Gorilla Glue tight. Because in a lot of my traumas, I didn't have the opportunity to say, I'm going through this. You know, we talked about in episode 2, we talked about my molestation, right? So let's say that damaged my heart or my emotions, right? So when it first happened, I can't talk. You understand what I'm saying? And all these emotions are inside of me. And this person says he loves me. He's supposed to, protect. He's supposed to, not do certain things. You understand what I'm saying? So now that 5-year-old that have experienced that, my emotions start to be closed. So now I'm not laughing anymore. Now I'm not smiling anymore. Now I'm not talking anymore. Now I'm not saying, ooh, what's that? Anymore. Or asking 1 billion of questions that children ask. Some people was observing me in my younger days. You don't talk, you don't ask questions, you don't do this. I'm stuck. You understand? And my emotions were closed because I couldn't vocalize that area that I was going through. Those years and years of, frustration that I cannot speak about this. So when you're in your healing process, you have to talk to yourself. I talk to myself. Today I'm happy. Today I'm sad. Today I'm going to do better today. Just a little bit of communication, because when that secret came out, right? As far as my emotions, it was just tears of coming out, because I already knew how this was going to go. It's not going to go right, because I don't even know how to explain it. You're quiet for years while you're going through it. So now I have to explain to you. Now I'm angry at you because I have to tell a specific person, and I don't know if you believe me or not. I really went through this thing. You understand what I'm saying? So now I have to fix those emotions towards the person that I'm speaking to. Now I'm laying anger in the wrong places. Now I have to speak about emotions that started at 5 that I wasn't even aware of. What 5-year-old knows about anger? What 5-year-old knows about violation? What 5-year-old knows about being depressed? What 5-year-old knows? Just a lot of emotions that was just stuck in this place for 7 years. You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm supposed to speak out to you I was in relationships, you know, and people, my emotions wasn't intact. It wasn't controlled because it was anger. All I know is attack mode at this point. You understand what I'm saying? You guys in certain situations, you are in attack mode, and you can't even function, or really can't say you upset me, because you have never had the opportunity or never had a place where you can speak out this trauma, to speak out this emotion. You understand what I'm saying? Speak out this, I'm in this place that I'm lost. So now I gotta build myself up to this place to say that I'm lost. In relationships, they be like, what is wrong with you? Nothing, don't worry about it. I'm a fake apologize to him. Or I'm a fake apologize to her as a friend. Or fake apologize to that person as a professional level. So I won't have to speak about my emotions and how you hurt me or how you offended me. I couldn't even say you offended me. You understand what I'm saying? I couldn't even say you violated, because I didn't even get to say he violated the first time he violated. You understand what I'm saying? So it goes, all your traumas and all of your personal struggles when you're in the healing phase, it's gonna start what kicked that off. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to give yourself grace. You hear me? You have to give yourself the ability to be soft. Like I'm feeling it right now, because I was at a place where I was quiet for a long time. Somebody could do something to me. I was in relationships where I should have said, no, we need to communicate this way. No, I need to tell you how I feel that way. No, I need to take accountability. But I didn't know how to do that, because my emotions were so, I had jars and jars and jars of emotions built up from 7 years, right? And now I'm an adult and I'm building more jars, because I was silent, and now I'm trying to be unsilent, and you expect me to lay out emotions. I couldn't even be emotional at 5. So yeah.
Wow. So what I'm hearing is that you kept a lot of that negative, a lot of that trauma, you kept that bottled up inside. And at what point did it explode, or at what point did you say, hey, it's time for me to take the lid off this and empty out all this negativity in my life?
Are you ready to get deep? So I never had an explosive moment. Like a real explosive moment where, oh, she got it all out. Never had that. I had moments where I was doing stupid stuff, like in my teenage years or my middle school years. We gotta do this. She gotta, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been honest for so long. I had a psych ward experience, right? But that was because something else in my life was happening before the trauma was out, right? So I'm still holding on to that trauma. Now I'm dealing with another trauma, so I'm going to react. You understand what I'm saying? So I need to be evaluated. People needed to find out what is going on with this girl. Is she going to be okay? No, I'm not, because I never had an explosive moment in my high school days. Getting into fights with family members calling each other, probably trying to evaluate what's happening. Separation, because in high school, the secret is out, but you have separated from everybody for years because of the secret. You understand what I'm saying? So I never exploded. I never got the chance to really do what I wanted to do. You understand what I'm saying? I never got a chance to say, this is what happened to me, and I'm gonna make you pay for it. That's what I see when someone explodes. Like, you want somebody to pay for that, and you cannot. That person, you have to let that person go. We talked about this in the forgiveness thing. You have to let that person go. You can't have your explosive moments. You gotta have your controlled emotions, and that's gonna take a long time. That's gonna take a long time for me because I'm a woman. That's one, and we're just emotional already. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm working on the bricks of 7 years. So imagine I have 7 bricks in my hand, and these are years of bricks. So years of turmoil that I'm holding. And then on the other end, I'm holding the secret that is out, but other people are isolating themselves. So then also I'm holding another 7 bricks of, I want to explode. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I want to explode. I'm excited thinking about it. Like, I want you to see this anger. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want you to, I want to let it out. But we're taking, also I have another 7 bricks of accountability, because the accountability part is the hardest part. When you have to realize, okay, I'm grown now. I cannot be in this place where I'm getting locked up. Maybe some viewers that you're getting locked up, you're still, getting admitted to certain, areas in the psych ward, or you're still dealing with areas where your emotions isn't fully processed. That's gonna take some time, and I had to sit in my stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I had to sit in my stuff and be like, okay, you cannot argue anymore. You got to have a conversation. You cannot give this part of your life any more energy. You gotta say what's wrong. Even to the people that hurt you, you gotta say what's wrong. Even to the people that was around you in that hurting phase, you gotta say what's wrong. Even if it's you in a conversation, you're bringing up, remember that time when that secret came out and such and such, I was in that place too. And it's either it's going to be proper or it's going to be destructive, because sometimes people don't want to hear it. But can I vent to you for a second? You understand what I'm saying? Or I feel like such and such, or this is why I do this. You're going to be all over the place with your emotions. And exploding isn't going to fix it.
So I hear you mention about having EQ, emotional intelligence. Mm-hmm. And I'm hearing that, you definitely have to be humble. And I'm hearing bits and pieces of how it caused you a setback. Tell me a time when you were affected emotionally and you kind of overcame that situation or that challenge.
We'll say the last part again.
So tell me a time of during your healing process, when you were dealing with emotional challenges, trying to or in the process of developing emotional intelligence. Explain to me and the viewers a time when it was working, like things were going array, and all of a sudden, hey, this is how I was able to use this strategy to overcome this circumstance.
Okay. All right. So I would say that things seemed like they were going well for me. I was in a relationship, and my trauma wasn't a problem at this time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I have put it behind. Before we're healing from that, this was in 2019. And I was letting go people, right? I was letting go of trauma. I was moving on. You know, I was talking to people that I haven't talked to for years. And I would say that my emotional state was stabilized at that point. But being stabilized at that point, it really wasn't beneficial because I really did not attack that emotional place. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I packed away the trauma and said, you know, I decided that I was going to be happy. You know what I mean? And I decided that I'm going to be better. But in the emotional sense, that wasn't intelligent at all. You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't talk to anybody about it. I just decided, okay, checkmate, I'm good. Off you, him, her, everybody that was around me. You know, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. That was just my thing. I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. But we didn't have a conversation about it. I didn't work through myself about it. I just let it go. And that was I thought that was the most humbling thing to do. But when I used to get into arguments or get into disagreements, I'm silent. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even speaking. Somebody can be arguing with me in 2019. Somebody can argue with me, and I'll just go silent. I wouldn't say nothing back because I thought that was okay. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that was my emotional intelligence at that point, like, okay, I forgave all my traumas. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to go back to school. I'm trying to get focused. I'm trying to get out of debt. I'm trying to, you know, be better for myself. And that was the most toxic, emotional, intelligent area in my life because I didn't speak or be an adult or have accountability for myself in that emotional area. Because I was lost in the sauce. Like, I packed up all those jars and just try to cram it in. And don't you know how we cram in shoes in a closet and cram in clothes that we can't even afford to put in the closet? That was my jars full of emotions that I'm trying to walk away from. Bro, sis, you need to open those jars, realize, oh, I need to say I'm upset today. Okay, that's a jar that I can clear out. I'm upset with you today. Look at another jar. Okay, I'm willing to work out this situation in a proper way. I do apologize, but you made me feel this certain kind of way. That jar is clear. You might have 5 jars of emotional things that you need to clear. I had 1,000, it felt like. And I'm trying to shove in 1,000 things at once in a closet that I didn't even realize that I knew what I was doing, but that wasn't intelligent at all. So to change that intelligence, I start opening my mouth. Hey, I feel upset because of this and this and that. Hey, that's an area that I need to work on, so I'm going to go to therapy about that. You don't have to tell people your business, but you need to be noticing that in your area. You need to grow to opening your mouth. You need to grow to opening your mouth in the proper way. Just because, oh, she said I need to be emotional. Controlled emotions. You understand what I'm saying? Controlled emotions meaning I'm going to tell you what's wrong. After I calm down, I apologize. Can we revisit this conversation later? That's controlled emotions. You're not operating from a trauma place. You're operating from a healed place or healing place. That's what I'm operating from. I'm operating from a healing place. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're operating in the healing place and not a trauma place, you're placing things in a proper way where, okay, I can't do this, I can't say this, and this is why I'm struggling. You have to take that accountability and get that ball rolling with your emotions and get them intact and communicate in the correct way. That's why it's worth healing from your damaged area. And emotionally, in a heart manner, I was damaged because someone broke my heart that was supposed to protect me. You understand what I'm saying? Someone broke something inside of me that was precious to me, that I didn't even know that I was getting ready to get taken away from me. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering, but once you start talking and thinking like, that's something you really want to take from me? The innocence, that's something you really think you should take? But as an adult, I have to take accountability and stop damaging myself and know that I'm worthy of the healing process. And you need to know that you're worthy of the healing process when you listening to We're Healing from That podcast. You need to know that when Wednesday come, you need to come and know that this is worth healing from. When I'm speaking to you, I know that this is worth healing from. I know that my heart is worth me saving. Even if it's shattered in a million pieces, that I'm trying to pick up. That I'm trying to mold to a better heart and better emotions. You hear what I'm saying? So again, like I said, I'm super excited for season 2. I do hope that this was a light to you. I hope you know that you are worth this healing process. You are worth every step that you need to take. Make sure that you're in tune with yourself and you have control over your emotions. Do not to be in that emotional intelligent place where you're misleading the steps that you need to take. Like I said, come back, be in the healing process with me. I'll see you later. Bye.